Hello everyone, I'm Jess Burton and welcome to MHTV's Headliner 2025 Winter Sports Preview. Today you'll see my interviews with the coaches and captains of 7 of the 10 winter sports programs, and we will catch up with the swim team, the ski team, and the gymnastics team after the holiday break. So let's go ahead and tip things off today with the boys basketball team that has great size and athleticism this season, which should make them a true contender in the NEC and could lead to a deep tournament run.
Finn, how's the team look this year?
We look pretty solid. We have a lot of returners, big group of seniors that all played together for a while now.
Probably one of our stronger teams in terms of overall depth. Really excited. We're 14 deep right now with hopefully Rylan. Golden will be able to come back from his football injury, and after the new year, we might be able to get him back. With that, I think with 15 guys that we really feel are interchangeable, and it's going to give us a lot of depth and could cause a lot of problems for some teams, obviously, because we can almost hockey line change guys in and out and really put a lot of pressure on them the whole game.
We have two bigs now, sophomores, Blake and Tommy, who are going to be huge for us. Very lengthy, very tall, so they'll be big in the paint. And then Cam Weaver, who just transferred in from Georgia. He's one of the best athletes, fastest kid on the team, and so he's going to get to the rim whenever he wants, and he's going to be huge for us on defense as well.
I think this year we should make a deep run in playoffs. The goal is always a state championship, but first, we got to get to those 10 wins and then hopefully win the NEC.
I think we've been very successful in all sports here at Marblehead for a long time, but we're trying to be, focused on little things. And little things is game one and going 1-0. That's our big thing. And then you just build from there. You try to get to that magic number of 10 to get yourself in the tournament. Then you're fighting for seeding and potentially maybe a shot at the title. But it all starts with game one and getting yourself ready. And right now we're just competing against ourselves and really working on trying to get better every single day.
What does being a captain mean to you?
It means a lot, especially being named the captain as a junior. It's a big honor, and I'm very thankful to be elected by my guys here.
I learned a ton from being a football captain. Obviously, we went through a lot of ups, some downs, and we pushed through a lot. So I'm just looking to bring all those skills over to basketball. It's pretty much the same thing, a team sport. We're going to need everyone, so just looking to lead, and I'm honored to have been chosen by this group of guys this year.
Different type players. Finn Barron, very skilled player, going to get, after it on the offensive end. That's Finn Barron's game, athletic. And then you look at Finn Gallup. You guys saw him in football. He's just a grinder. He's going to be an absolute pest on the defensive side. He's going to get himself 6 to 8 points just from being scrappy and getting to the rim. And that's what we need. They complement each other really well.
What games on the schedule are circled, and who's going to be the team to beat in the NEC?
Obviously, Masco. That's always fun, just a big rivalry for us. They made the Final Four last year, won the NEC, so that's always a game we're looking forward to. Every game is going to be huge for us, and we're just going to have to grit it out and go one game at a time.
The girls basketball team also has the potential to compete for a league title, and their 3 experienced captains are looking forward to leading this younger group of girls to a successful and fun season.
The team looks really good this year. We have a lot of incoming freshmen who are new to the program, so we're looking to bring them all in and create a really good team bond this year.
Played one game, Damas beat us. We were somewhat competitive, but the kids played hard, and I think we got a really good group.
What are your expectations for the season?
Expectations are always the same. I want to get better as the season progresses.
The goals for the team, number one is to make the playoffs, get to that 10-win mark, and then really just to work hard as a team. We're obviously a very new team, so if we can get really good playing together, we can probably make a deep playoff run this year, which would be really exciting. The expectations are to work hard all year because we know it's a long season, but we also want everyone to have fun. So bring the intensity to every practice, but also making sure that everyone's close and we're having fun.
What do you think is going to be a strength of the team?
I think our leadership, our leadership has always been fantastic, and we got 5 seniors, and they've all done a great job so far.
The strength for our team this year is we're all pretty good athletes. We're all very athletic and fast. So I think that'll be a strength of ours. And then an area for improvement, this is basically a brand new team, lots of freshmen, and just playing together and building ourselves as a unit is going to be something to work on.
Being a captain means leading by example to me, and I'm really excited to be a captain because I've been on this team for 4 years. So I think that showing everyone what it means to work hard every practice, but also showing them what it means to have fun and be a true teammate.
To me, being a captain means just being a role model for the younger girls, being someone they can come to if they have questions or anything, or just someone to talk to, leading by example, and just making sure we have a fun season and everyone stays focused. Being volleyball captain, I think I learned a lot of lessons there that I hope to carry over into the basketball season.
Being captain means to me being a leader, doing the little things that not everyone does, and always being there for your teammates for you to talk to. And just giving advice to all the younger kids and being a leader on the court and off the court.
Who are some of the girls that the team are going to rely heavily on, and some of those younger players that might break out?
We have Tess is probably our best offensive player, so we're really going to look to her this year to score some big points for us, make some big plays, as she always does. And then we have a few new point guards coming in, which is going to be really good. And then Ainsley McDonald was injured last year, so having her back is going to be really awesome this year.
What's it like playing for Coach Moran?
It's very good. I feel like he prepares us very well for games. We always know the scouting report for the other team. Like, we always know who to guard, what to do. That's very good. And I feel like our practices are hard, but it makes us better in the games. It makes the games almost easier than the practice, so it's very good.
Schedule's tough. I mean, the North is really good. We play Danvers twice, Masco twice, and Peabody twice, and they're good.
The game I'm looking forward to the most is probably our game versus Peabody. It's always a very big game for us that we've won in the past and lost. So that'll be a good matchup. And some other teams that'll be hard is definitely Masco, Beverly, and we play Notre Dame Academy for our out of league game. So that'll also be really tough.
I'm probably looking forward to Swampscott the most this year because last year we split 1-1 with them and went into overtime in one and then won by like 2 in the other one.
I'm looking forward to Peabody the most. As Samara said, it's going to be a really hard game. And I'm also looking forward to Swampscott and Masco because those are also always hard games.
The boys hockey team has a new head coach in Brendan Locke, and 2 years off of the state title, the roster looks a lot different, but the goals remain the same. Win the conference and make a deep tournament run and keep that Headers hockey tradition alive.
EJ, how's the team look this year?
I think we look really good. We've been running captain's practices since September every Tuesday, so we've had most of our guys put in good work. These last 2 weeks have been pretty much nonstop, no days off, so I think we're looking really good this year. We don't have as much upperclassmen as usual. I think we have about 5 or 6 seniors, so really hoping that these underclassmen can step up in positive ways.
I'm very happy the way the team looks this year. We have a nice blend of upperclassmen and returning players, as well as some new players that have come in, and some players that are looking to get some more playing time. So, they came in ready to work, and I'm very pleased at their attitude and their compete level.
The expectation, obviously, is to just make the tournament. These last few years have been really, really good for the program, winning the state championship 2 years ago. So I think, obviously, making a deep run in the playoffs is what we want, but I also think that just becoming a family and having a really fun year is also just as important.
Our expectations are always the same, to carry on the Header hockey tradition of, continuous winning and really to make sure that we compete in every game, contend for the NEC title, as well as try to make a deep playoff run.
And what will it take for the team to make a deep tournament run?
Just showing up to practice every day, being prepared to come play, high compete level in practice, and just wanting to play and get better.
How have the captains helped you in your first year as head coach get the team ready to go?
They've been excellent, and even as simple as helping me learn the student athletes' names, as well as really provide kind of that second level of encouragement and coaching and kind of self-policing that we need to make sure that we create a strong one-team environment.
Being a captain means everything to me. Been playing the sport since I was 3 years old. Every winter, and as soon as I came here, freshman, and made the team, I knew that being a captain was everything I wanted. I just love being a leader and just hope I can be a great leader for these underclassmen and be a great role model.
Being a captain to me means everything. I love being keen to my peers and helping them on and off the ice.
Being a captain like them, Hayden and EJ said, it's definitely everything. Being a role model on and off the ice for the younger kids, it's definitely a pleasure.
Who are some returning guys that might carry the load this season, and maybe a couple newcomers that we'll hear about?
Yeah. One guy I really want to call out is Bowden Laramie. Has had a great preseason. He's going to be our backbone this year in net, and we're really going to lean on him. He's looked great in the first 2 scrimmages that we've had. And then some new players. We have Tyler Machado is coming in, as well as Xander Salem. So those are two big people that we might see pop.
Teddy Dulac, definitely sophomore. He was on the team last year. Him and Holden Ferreira, the two freshmen, made it last year. They definitely play a bigger role than they did last year. So it's going to be definitely helpful. Also, Jimmy Ryan, Max King, two of my buddies. They're my grade. They're definitely, they're juniors, but they're still going to have a huge role. And then freshmen as well, Tyler Machado. It's going to be great. Xander Salem also, on the other hand, it's going to be great to have too. So it'll be great.
What games are circled on the schedule, and what team's going to be a tough one to beat in the NEC?
Well, right off the hop, we have Winthrop twice out in Lake Placid. Those are always big rivalry games, as well as Masco when we come back. And then we have Gloucester. We could potentially play in Gloucester 3 times this year based off of the Christmas tournament. So those are usually the big games that we look at going forward.
The girls hockey team's head coach, John Strempick, took over last year after an abrupt coaching change in the middle of the season. So this year, in his first full year as head coach, he's relying on his 4 experienced captains to help build up the confidence of a young group of girls from multiple towns.
The team looks great. We have some solid sort of veteran presence in 6 seniors, and then the rest of the team is really young, really talented. We've got 12 new faces, so it's been a huge learning curve, us getting used to them getting used to our systems. But we're excited. Things look great. Goals-wise, I think our goal is always going to be try to get to that 10 wins number, try and control sort of our own playoff destiny.
I think it looks pretty good. We have a lot of new girls, a lot of strong players. I think so far the practices have been looking good. Everyone seems excited for the season and like a lot of motivation. So I'm excited to see how we play out as our games start to happen. So far we've only had scrimmages, which we did really well in those. So I'm excited to see how everyone does.
I think a lot of our goals is just like team bonding and working on playing together as a team. We have a lot of younger players, and I think just like having the older players step up and lead the other girls is going to be a strength. And we want to support each other in the best ways we can on and off the ice.
Having good team chemistry is super important to me because I think that if you're not having good chemistry on the team, that like it can really bring the team down and everywhere, like on and off the ice.
So this is my first year sort of like from day one of the program. I took over as interim last year, pretty early in the season. So last year was a lot of like getting our feet under us and sort of hitting the ground running together. This year's our first year really sort of like setting up systems from day one. So we're trying to get a lot of the basics in place, dial in what we want for our forecheck, our backcheck sort of systems. We brought in some new coaches as well this year, so it's a big like acclimation, get everybody used to each other, and ideally we get some basic systems in place so that this young team can continue to improve and sort of mold into those as they grow.
The coaching change last year was definitely an abrupt change. It was pretty unexpected, so I think last year it was definitely a fluctuation for us, but it gave the existing girls in the team a really strong chance to bond pretty quickly, and we're really lucky to have Megan Partham, an assistant coach, who really stepped up last year and was able to kind of help us through that change when we didn't have a coach at the time. And we're really, really lucky to have our coach Strempick now, who really is working on building up the program for the younger girls, and I think that he's really focused on like making this an experience that's good for us, and it's been great having him as a coach.
What have the captains been doing to prep the team for the season?
I think that we've been doing a good job at keeping the girls all together before the scrimmage and getting to know each other before the season.
Captains both last year and this year have been absolutely invaluable. We are a co-op, so we've got 4 different school districts that are all apart. We've got captains that are involved in just about every single school district. They're invaluable in terms of helping to, bring new players in, helping to communicate with players that are still sort of like learning the challenges of being a high school hockey player.
I think being captain means being a leader for the young girls on the team, being a role model. I've been out 2 seasons now and taking that leadership definitely as like, even though I can't play. So I think just showing up for your team, and even though when you're down, like making sure to keep everyone motivated and keep going. I think you can be a leader without having a label as well.
Just like being there for the younger girls, helping them in any way you can, and just making them feel like welcome and that they have someone to come to at a time of need.
Being captain means a lot to me. I've grown up my entire life playing hockey and been on this team for the past 5 years, and I've seen a lot of different captains and learned a lot from them, and I think that my experience being a captain is pretty different since I haven't been able to play so far in the season with an injury, but being captain really means just showing up and being there, even if it's not on the ice, being there for the girls on the team, especially with a lot of younger girls on this team, being there for them, whether it means on the ice or just advice.
What are the difficulties or the benefits of having a team made up of girls from different towns?
I mean, the difficulty is communication and collaboration, getting everybody on the same page. You know, obviously there's a lot of things along with like getting each other like in a weight room together or figuring out like timings for practice that make sense where everybody can be here. But the huge benefit is that we get to pull from 4 different school districts. Everybody's got a wide variety of talent.
It's a really unique experience that we get to have playing with Swampscott, Hamilton Wenham. Last year we were able to play with Manchester Essex, and I think it's not something that a lot of people can say that they get to do. And I think it's one thing that could be perceived as a weakness since we haven't been able to grow up playing together, be in school together. But I really do think it makes the time we get to share together matter even more when it's the hour before the game in the locker room or the bus ride. I really do get to cherish every second we have together since, you know, we don't see each other as much.
Our schedule is very different this year compared to last year. We start out pretty hot and heavy. We've got Leominster, who was a great opponent last year. We've got Pope Francis, who we alternate every year who goes where. So we're away this year. We loved our games with Masco. Beverly was a challenge last year. We loved our games with Gloucester. Traded blows with them a lot. So we're looking forward to that challenge to sort of get the upper hand this year.
We have a lot of new teams that we're playing this year, so I'm excited to see those teams and how they play and how we match up against them. But I'm also excited for some of the returning teams such as Gloucester, Peabody, Beverly, and Winthrop. Those are all always good games.
The Black and Blue Co-op wrestling team that combines athletes from Marblehead and Swampscott and grades 7 through 12 is hoping that the success of the program continues on the upward trajectory as it has over the past few seasons. Captains Liam O'Brien, the program's all-time winningest wrestler, and national contender Colin Hart, along with coach Mike Stamison, have big aspirations for themselves and the team this winter.
The team, honestly, it's looking really good. We have a really young team this year, a few older returners, but definitely a lot of new faces from like all grades, 7th, 8th, freshmen. So they're all learning very quick, so I'm looking forward to teaching them.
We have a lot of kids here this season, very young team, so a lot of work for the veterans, teaching, and we got a good coaching staff, so we're in good hands getting them ready.
Really excited. It's a really athletic crop of young wrestlers. We do have our veterans, but I'm really excited about the youth that we have on this team. We have 7th, 8th, and 9th graders. You know, a ton of new kids. I'd say probably 20 that are brand new to the sport. Or rather new to the team. There have been some kids that have come from jiu-jitsu and sambo and those kind of disciplines, but it's translating, and they're all athletic, so I'll take it.
Expectations, definitely work hard. We're going to try and keep it like it was in the past. Even though they're new, we're going to push them to their limit. Definitely the new guys are going to be taught by the older guys, but definitely keep it... We're going to keep working hard and keep learning. It's going to be a good year.
You know, as always, we want to win the NEC. That's a goal that we've fallen short of the last couple of years. But that's a strong goal of ours. You know, be competitive in our dual meets. We wrestle a hard schedule. We've got a ton of dual meets against some really good competition. I put together a really difficult schedule this year. I think we're a very good tournament team. When you go to individual tournaments, team score is important. So we have 3-4 guys that could win tournaments. That should get us to the top of tournaments, if not win them.
Who are some of the returning wrestlers that should have big seasons, and then some of the younger ones that are going to step up?
We have junior James Carey. He did phenomenal last season. He's been getting better over the off season. We have Devin DeBari. It's going to be his 6th year, as I am myself. He's one of our best wrestlers. And then we have other captain Colin Hart. He's expected to do his best as he did last year.
Liam is our all-time winningest wrestler. He has a very real chance at 200 wins. So for those listening at home, you know, 1,000 points in basketball, 100 wins as a wrestler is generally considered, you know, kind of the barometer. Were you a good athlete? Were you a good player in your sport? Liam has a real chance to get to 200, and we can get him there. And then the other captain, again, current captain, is Marblehead senior Colin Hart. Colin returns as captain. So Liam, this is his 3rd year as captain. Colin's 2nd season as captain. Colin should be a stalwart for us at 175. He's actually down in weight. He placed third in the section at 190 pounds last year, but he looks lean and strong. So we're penciling him in at 175, and I mean, he made some noise at the sectional level last year. He won a couple matches at the state tournament, and he's improved, and I think he's at a better weight class for his wrestling style. So I'm really excited to see what Colin can do this year.
Being captain to me is just being a role model. Always be there to teach people, like, on and off. Just be there. As I said, role model on and off, and just be kind, honestly.
You are the winningest wrestler in Black and Blue history. What does that mean to you going into your final season?
Just giving it my all. I've had fun every year. It's gonna have fun this year. Just give it my all.
What schools are you going to be challenged by in conference, and what's one that might be circled on them for everybody that they're excited for?
Oh gosh, so I mean, we've had a nice rivalry with Saugus Peabody as of late. I mean, they definitely got the upper hand last year. But that's been a good rivalry recently, and again, we have similar colors and similar situation with the co-op. Triton's always a battle. Beverly's always a battle. Salem's always a battle. I mean, we've got a really, really good schedule. We actually host on January 3rd on Saturday. We are hosting a really, really cool super quad, so more than 4 teams, where North Attleboro, Plymouth South, Bridgewater Raynham, who's a perennial powerhouse. Beverly will actually be here as well. We won't wrestle on that day. There's one other team. It escapes me. But all those teams will be present, and we'll wrestle everybody. And it'll be a good day. We'll have 3 mats down in the gym. It's going to be a great day of wrestling. So I'm really excited about that.
I'd say our Pelham tournament we have. I've won it 3 years in a row, and if I could get that 4th, I think it'd be history.
Definitely a senior night here. I have a lot of friends who want to come here, so I'm gonna definitely put up a good show there.
The MHS boys and girls indoor track teams field over 140 student athletes, and they should both compete for conference titles while also potentially send in individuals to state and national qualifiers.
We have kind of 2 different teams entirely on the boys and girls side. The girls team has a lot of superstars followed by a lot of young talent. Which is exciting. And on the other side, the boys side, we have a lot of upperclassmen who have done track for 3 or 4 years, have a lot of experience, aren't necessarily stars yet, but I think they have all the makeup to be a top team in the conference, especially.
The team looks great. We've only had 1 meet, and this is our 3rd week of practice, but I think like with the freshmen getting into the swing of things, learning our warm-ups, getting to know some of the captains, and it's just great to see everybody working together again.
I think the team looks really good. I have strong expectations for them. We're coming off a great cross-country season, and we're returning a lot of guys from there. And so I think they'll be able to score a lot of points at the conference meet, state level. And so, I'm optimistic. I think the distance squad will do pretty good.
We have so many new athletes. We have a team of 140 kids so far, and I would say 70 to 75 of those are new kids to track. So it's hard to know what we have, truthfully. But on the girls' side, we have a good chance to make a run at a state championship, I think. We have some stars who I think will make a big difference. On the boys' side, I think the state competition will be harder for us without the stars. But the conference like regular season, the boys are going to do a great job because we have so much depth.
Just having this many people gives us so much depth for like every single like event, but it also like gives a pocket for every single like athlete to be in.
Who are some returning runners that are going to help lead the team, and then maybe some younger ones that are going to step up and break out?
We have a lot of talent on this team, so I think runners like Evan Weed, Lucy Flynn, Zoe Dwyer, Clark Roselle is a great jumper, and then some freshmen like Charlotte Hodgkinson. I think they're going to be great assets to the team.
This year especially, these 16 captains have run practices. They led captains practices before. They've done so much as a group that has truly made it feel like we have 16 coaches on staff.
Being captain means a lot to me. I think we have such a large track team that you really have to take the initiative to talk to each of your members or who you coach, and even beyond that. Not just freshmen and sophomore, but sometimes even juniors and seniors. It's really important to push to get to know everybody on the track team. You're supporting a large amount of people, and you have to do that. You also have to be a role model. I think because we have so many kids, you have to show more than even the coaches can really show. So you have to be a role model, follow the rules, do what you can.
Being a captain means including everyone and making everyone feel
like track is a positive environment because this sport can be pretty intimidating.
Being a captain means a lot to me because after years of track in high school and looking up to our captains throughout the years, it's great to have the opportunity to do the same and lead and set an example and leave the track team on a positive note.
Being a captain to me means being there for my teammates, supporting them through thick and thin.
I think being a captain means just always showing support for your team and just always being there, even if you had a bad day or a bad race. It just means a lot to always encourage your team to do the best and just support them and cheer them on.
Being a captain to me, it's a privilege being a captain. I thank my coaches and my teammates every day for voting me in and choosing me to be captain. I hold it as an opportunity to encourage other people.
I've been running for almost 4 years now, and I've found so much love and passion for the sport. And to me, being a captain means just helping other people, helping my teammates find that passion and pursue that passion to the best of their ability and really fall in love with running.
It means like just leading everyone and like bringing everyone together.
What are some team goals?
Team goal is probably try and win the NEC and get a couple kids to a state championship.
Big team goal that we have for the girls sprinters is winning NECs this year and sending some relay teams far this season.
How do you keep the program so strong and continue to grow every season or every year?
Yeah, so I think we've grown so much over the years because we've established this community where no matter who you are, if you're someone coming out for track to be a social person, to hang out with your friends, we love that. If you want to come out to work out and get in shape for another sport, we like that too. And if you want to come out to be a collegiate runner or really advance your performance in other sports, we're here for that. So I think promoting all different types of people on this team has led to a healthy social environment and a competitive environment.
I think it's our culture. We have a lot of people every year. We have an environment where people can focus on the events, they can get coaching, they can get really good information from our captains, which I'm happy to be a part of. And we have friendships. People can be with their friends. We can build a community. And so that community stays strong and that builds, it lasts beyond the borders of individual grades. And so incoming freshmen are inducted and we get a really good community that can last.
Which meet are you looking forward to the most?
I would say the NEC championship because, there's always been older runners above me, people who are faster than me. And now that I'm a senior, a lot of those have graduated and I've gotten faster. So this is the first time I could really compete for the top spot at the NEC meet. And that's really exciting. And so, yeah, hopefully I can do some damage there and the rest of the team as well. I'm excited to see what they can bring when we peak for the NEC meet.
The Division III small school relay meet. It's really great to see everybody working together and cheering their teammates on as we work in groups of 4 at the relay meets. It's just great to see the groups of 4 with the best 4 in each event.
Looking forward most to the state championship meet. Trying to find some rivals from last year again.
I'm looking forward to state relays the most because it's so much fun and it kind of makes track feel more of a team sport because usually we're competing individually.
I would say NECs, it's a fun meet. All of our conferences there, you get to see people that you've competed with against before, and it's just a great chance to get better and work harder against the people you ran against before.
I'm very excited for NECs and states. I think there's going to be a lot of great competition. It's going to be really fun.
Of course, I'm looking forward to states and even nationals if we can make it. We're coming off of a really good team, and so we have big shoes to fill. And I'm really looking forward to filling those shoes.
Be sure to follow MHTV Sports 1 on Instagram and our Marblehead Television Facebook and X pages for highlights, scores, and stats from the winter season, and follow us on YouTube at Marblehead Television for live stream and full game coverage of basketball and hockey games and wrestling and swimming events. This has been the 2025 Headliner Winter Sports Preview. I'm Jess Burton. Happy holidays, everyone.